Reese, thank you, and welcome to Saturday Primetime, presented by H&R Block. The Farrell Center is as loud as any building we've been in all season. You're watching the Big 12 on ESPN. It may be 11 in the morning here locally. There is not one sleepy person, not one sleepy student here in this building right now for this enormously important game between number 3 Kansas and number 1 Baylor. In what many could say to this point of the season is the game of the year.
Ladies and gents, start your engines, because it's going to be a photo finish in the Big 12. Number 1 Baylor is cruising past the competition in record speed.
A 23-game win streak.
They are relentless.
But they've got number 3 Kansas in their rearview, ready to make a pass.
The reason we're not number 1 is because Baylor beat us on our home court, and we get a chance to get them back.
We're one lap closer to a victor. Who you got?
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. And is it ever here between Kansas and Baylor? The Bears have lost only once all season. They're undefeated in Big 12 play. They've won 23 in a row. Their only loss was way back in November in Alaska to Washington in the closing minutes. Kansas is second of the Big 12, ranked third in the nation. Their only loss in league play was to Baylor at Allen Fieldhouse on January 11th. Hi, everybody, and welcome to what should be a sensational start to the college basketball day. Dan Schulman and Jay Billis, the Baylor Bears. Who are they? How good are they? How did they get to be number 1? Well, winning 23 in a row will do that for you after that loss to Washington that we told you about in Alaska back in November. They're an outstanding defensive team. They've allowed only 58 points per game. That would be a Big 12 record in a league that goes back 24 years. And 5 straight weeks is number 1. One of 7 teams to be number 1. They've held on to it longer than anybody else this season. So tell us about these Baylor Bears.
Well, Baylor's got 4 elite playmaking guards on the perimeter on the offensive end, and they've got 3 of the best individual defenders in the country. Guys that are going to be vying for the National Defensive Player of the Year. And they've got unselfish big guys. They offensive rebound, they stifle you, they switch everything, and they can switch to take things away. This is an outstanding team that's capable of winning the national championship.
And their coach, Scott Drew, is standing by with Holly Rowe.
Well, Coach, with all the excitement and commotion leading up to this game, what makes you think your kids are locked in and focused for this moment?
They've been locked in all year. They're going to be locked in today, and this is a great day for Baylor basketball.
I see Maceo Teague in the starting lineup. How does that help you today?
Well, he wants to give it a go. Trainer says he can give it a go. He's a tough kid. We'll see what he can do.
Thank you, Coach.
Now the Kansas Jayhawks, again, whose only conference loss has been to Baylor. Number 3 in the nation. They've won 11 in a row since that loss to the Bears at the Fog about 6 weeks ago. Baylor beating Kansas by 12 in Lawrence in that game. It's only the 2nd time in Kansas history they've gone on the road to play number 1. They beat K-State back in 1958, led by Will Chamberlain. What about the Jayhawks?
The best inside-outside combo in college basketball in Devon Dotson and Udoka Azubuike. The question is, can they get the ball inside to Azubuike, and can Dotson get downhill and get to the rim?
We are ready for the tip of our Sonic blockbuster here between number 3 Kansas and number 1 Baylor, and the Bears